All right, I'm Pat.
Hi, Patrick. I'm Jeffrey.
We're back.
We are. Yeah, you had a thing. Yeah?
Yeah. So I actually went to a concert. So I hadn't been
Oh,
to one
that's
in
what that
ages.
was?
Though, yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
had an extra ticket. And they wanted me to go. So I was like, okay, let's go.
Where'd you go?
We went to see Offspring. So
Oh,
all
okay.
things at Ball Arena, which I hadn't been
With
in
your in-laws.
with my in-laws. Yes.
Uh,
My sister-in-law and my brother-in-law
oh, okay.
and their
Those
kids.
in-laws. All right.
Yeah.
See, that was not the in-laws I thought you were specifying,
Not
right?
my,
It's kind of a.
not my father-in-law. No.
That's sort of what I heard. It was like, huh. All right.
I guess they call. I guess they refer to them interchangeably. Sorry.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
They're in the same category. It's fine.
So yeah, no, did that. I hadn't been to Ball Arena in ages, Jeff. I
What's
mean,
Ball Arena?
that's McNichols. So
Oh, the Pepsi
the
Center.
Pepsi
No,
Center.
it's the
Yeah,
Ball
it's the
Arena.
Ball
Okay. Yeah,
Arena.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
All right.
yeah,
It's the Ball Arena now.
it's now called the Ball Arena.
Based on what? What's the
Uh,
reference?
your guess is as good as mine.
Huh.
So yeah, I did not Wikipedia it before I went.
Well, so I can say this: like McNichols is named after a guy.
Well, they tore down McNichols and
Yes.
they built the Pepsi Center on its
Right.
bones, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Pepsi Center is named after Pepsi. But what I don't know is ball.
Now it is Ball Arena. It
I don't
is
know
no
if it's
longer the Pepsi
if
Center.
it's a man, if it's about a ball, if it's about a
I couldn't tell
if
you.
that's just a
Yeah.
general like catch-all term of
It actually says Ball Arena on
right,
the outside,
right.
not Pepsi Center.
You know who
Yeah.
would know?
Your brother.
Say that question.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to look it up, and I feel like that's the kind of thing that
Jesus, really?
if you want, you can by all means you can adjust the volume on that um,
Okay.
anytime you like, for sure.
How about zero?
Zero is fine. It goes back up to 100 that easily. So it's
Oh, speaking of
totally
which, let me
fine.
do my phone too. Uh, but yeah, I mean it was fun. Like I said, I hadn't been to the Pepsi Center in ages. I mean, the last time I went there, I believe, was for an Avs game.
Right,
So, and
right.
it's been a minute since I went to one of those. Um, I have never been to a Nuggies game. So,
They're fun. They're both fun.
yeah, no, I remember Avs games being fun. Um, but yeah, no, it's a nice stadium and it's a good spot and fucking parking there is easy. So,
It's not bad.
no, it's not bad at
It's
all,
not bad.
man. I mean, literally like 15 minutes of, beep beep honk honk and you're out. So,
Oh,
Coors Field is
yeah.
way worse.
Of course, it was a fucking nightmare in comparison. Yeah.
Dude, I suffer through it every single time, and it takes a good 20, 30 minutes to get out of that place. So,
Well, I mean, so on the other hand, stadium parking is not great, but it doesn't matter. Most of the time that I went, um, we were walking in from those neighborhoods about half a mile away,
yeah.
which is just again pathetic, dude. I mean, I'm not.
What do you
I'm
mean pathetic?
the whole thing of like parking in someone's neighborhood to walk into the ballpark.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to do that.
No,
You
you
guys
don't.
chose to do that, right?
We
Yeah.
mean
Your
guys.
your guy, yeah, I
If,
know.
if, if, if it were up to me, it's like, guys, they're trying to keep the fucking stadium open, right?
Right.
So let me break it to you as best as I can, right? So parking over here, I'm not trying to say that you have to pay these people, but you are parking in their neighborhood, right?
Right.
Like, and that's okay. Like, people do that around here. I'm not a fucking Dracula when it comes to like, oh my God, you parked in front of my house, right? I'm
Right,
gonna
right,
mean
right.
mug you. No, it's a public street, right? It's a public street, but you're doing this to go to a ball game, so it's like, all right, I get that. This probably irritates the shit out of these people on a regular basis. But the other thing here is like buying peanuts from the fucking guys out front
Yeah.
doesn't help the team.
No.
Now, yeah, I mean, like, guys, to me, there's a point where it's like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah, see, I don't you go to a baseball game with me, you don't have to worry about that. We pay for the primo parking in the stadium lot. We buy stadium peanuts. We drink stadium beer.
Oh no! There'll be no purchasing a beer when you're there. If there's any drinking to be had, it's in the parking lot.
Right, yeah. You just bring a case of Natty Light and get her done. But
That's
yeah,
correct.
no.
Right.
No, man, no.
I can't believe this shit. And on top of that, it was like we got the tickets for free.
Yeah, yeah. No, man, I don't worry about that anymore. So, but um, but I hadn't been there in a while, and then I did see it. Like we can talk to Will about this next time we see him. That they actually
Yeah, yeah.
announced the new fucking Mile High that they're gonna build.
Really?
It is right across the fucking interstate from the old one, Jeff.
Oh,
It is not far at all from where they have the current one. So it's like, what gives?
but that's not even the original Mile High.
No, I mean, it's built on the parking lot of the original Mile
Yeah,
High,
yeah.
so which is now a parking lot. So yeah, but like the new one, it's literally it's on the other side of so that the 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 interchange there is Aurora, okay,
Okay.
right before Spear,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That big fucking tangled rat's nest that you go through before you get to the state. And they're going to build it just on the other side of Aurora. So I thought they were going to build it like in fucking Parker or something, or Castle Rock, So
They still want it right there, huh?
they had talked about a lot of different places that were further down south, and nope, they're going to put it right where it
Right
fucking
next
is,
door.
basically on the other side of the interstate. So,
Now, is this? I haven't followed the news on this. Is this a? Is this a publicly paid thing, or
of
is it coming
course,
out of the pockets of?
both. But of course, Denver's going to put money. They're going to make it it's going to be a dome,
Wow,
which is gay, but
that's
whatever. But that's just so they can get a Super Bowl in there someday.
oh, okay, all
Yeah,
right,
because
all right.
the sissies won't play in the fucking January snow. So
Well, it's not the sissies going to do it. It's that
the
the
half of the league that consists of sissies, yeah.
well, no, it's the NFL's call on that one. They're the ones that
I
made it.
understand.
It's pathetic, but yeah, because the the very concept of saying like, all right, so every other game that you play is subject to the weather that you're in,
Right.
except for this last game, and this will be played in one of 8 stadiums,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
right?
Yeah. So anyway, I was kind of curious on his take on that. We'll have to ask him on Friday.
Definitely, yeah.
So and we can ask him about ball arena because I don't know the answer to
I don't. Yeah, that's the you say it and I remember it now, but to me it's still like, well, that's still the Pepsi Center, right? It's like, no, it's not.
it was a remarkably nice arena. Like I
It's
said,
gorgeous.
I
Has
hadn't
no
been in
bad
there in a
seats.
long time, and like just the way the bathrooms are there and are organized, that place is just perfect.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Again,
So
seen so many concerts there. There are no bad seats. None.
we had no, like basically nosebleed seats, and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Everybody can see.
yep,
It's extremely well done. And you like the show, yeah?
yeah, it was a good show, man. It was kind of old school, so it was okay. I mean, it's like there's a little bit of stadium cheese going on there, but the music was great. They sound pretty much the same that they did 20
Right.
years ago. They're all gray haired now, though, so it's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
that's kind of the problem, man. There is nothing more. There's nothing like seeing bands that you listen to in your teenage and like
Yeah,
uh early adulthood, seeing them now
yeah,
or even just a few years ago is just the quickest thing to make you say like, because again, I have that time dilation thing going on here where it's like everything up until like 2000 still feels like yesterday. Everything up until like 1990 to like 2000,
yeah,
right? That's a ways back. Everything,
yeah,
1980 to 1990 is like that's my childhood,
yeah. That's
right?
different.
It's just
Yeah,
three separate epochs. But then when you look at like when was 2000, 25 years ago.
25 years ago. Yeah. Well, I mean, those guys, they're not that much older than we are. So
Well,
maybe like 10 years
about 10
older.
years. Well,
Yeah.
again, we're not talking cosmic calendar. Yeah, you're right.
Right, right,
We're
right, right.
neighbors, but I
Well,
mean,
I mean, they didn't look unrecognizable. We'll put it that way.
oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Okay. All right.
But that's the thing, buddy, is if you went up on stage and grew it out, you would not have gray hair.
No, no,
No,
no.
no.
Yeah,
You
no.
might in 10 years.
Maybe. I don't
You
know.
might.
The tips might be gray.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
might be gray.
yeah.
I don't know. So, But yeah, I don't know. I mean, and the funny thing is they probably played about a good 30 songs,
Yeah,
and 20 of those were from back in that era.
yeah.
So, they only had a couple new ones, and even those were like from this latest tour, and everybody's kind of like, yeah, okay, play the old stuff.
That's what happens, man.
Yeah.
Take that to the
They
next
had a
level.
bunch of 45-year-olds in a fucking mosh pit, though. That was
Yeah.
funny.
On the floor?
Yeah, there was some
Oh,
tubby
right.
boys in there, man.
I believe it. I absolutely believe it. But yeah, I mean, take that and say like, turn around and go be the Rolling Stones on this one,
Oh,
and
good
just
luck, man.
you're like,
Fucking wheelchair access to the mosh pit.
I'm not talking about the pit. I'm talking about like you've been performing for 50 years. It's like,
Yeah.
and people are like, play Brown Sugar. It's like, we have like 14 albums past that,
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
and they got to play the fucking old shit,
Yeah, yeah,
um, because that's what people like, man. It's like at this point, like if you went to go see Metallica, who are evidently supposed to be, they're supposed to be setting up so that they'll be a Las Vegas exclusive. They'll be playing at like the Sphere, right?
yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the story that I've heard most recently. But you go in there and you say like what era of this are you willing to listen to? And the funny thing is they have like 6 albums after like I got done with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if they're playing shit from there, I'm like, wow,
It's fine.
it's like I can go. I
Yeah,
don't need to hear
yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm good.
You know, this is
Yeah,
all that music I didn't pay for because I didn't like it. Right?
yeah.
And you're just you're sitting there with a crowd of people that are kind of like, I understand, man. Or
Playmaster.
if you have the real fucking the old hats in there where it's kind of like it's justice for all. I'm like,
Well, my wife and daughter did go to see them this summer, so
how'd they like it?
they loved it. They said they played a little bit of everything from everywhere. So, and then they did 3 nights in Denver, and they played different sets all 3 nights.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
so they got
I
enough.
definitely
Like,
went to those. Yeah.
yeah, they've definitely got enough like of a library behind them where I guess they can do that. But
No, I've never gone to three. I've gone to two.
2 in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Well,
done that.
because they've been around for a while, but even that just and those were in smaller places too, because that was the only place that I don't even know it's still open. Is Fiddler's Green still open?
I think so. I saw them at Fiddler's and I saw them at Red Rocks years and years ago. So
Yeah.
those are two separate tours, though. I didn't see them back to back.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they're playing. 2 nights is all going to be in the same place. 3 nights usually in the
Yeah,
same
that's
place.
what. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they fucking filled Mile High to the brim.
I'm going to say
So
that's.
yeah,
I'm surprised they didn't play the stadium
they did play the stadium.
3 nights in a row.
Metallica?
Yeah,
Yes.
they played Mile
They
High
played
3 nights.
fucking Mile High and filled it 3 nights in a row.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty
It
impressive.
was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And my
Really?
family went on the Sunday, and it was fucking packed to the gills. So, now Offspring filled McNichol, or I mean, Ball Arena. It was full.
Yeah, I mean,
It
they'll
was
fill
full.
it. I mean, I've seen them
Yeah.
there. I've seen them at Fiddlers too. I hate Fiddlers. I'll never go there again.
I've been to Fiddler's twice, and the last time I went with my brother, we
hate that
vowed we'd
place.
never go back.
Sucks.
The parking there was the
It's
worst.
the worst. It's a bad venue. It's yeah. I don't like it. I
Yeah,
don't. Just the if you're not the worst thing you can do is be on the grass. Like it sucks.
we were on the
so
grass
much.
one year.
Yeah,
It sucked.
sucks. Absolutely sucks. And if you're in the little chairs up front too, it's like
It's loud.
well, it's
It
not.
is loud as
It's not
fuck.
just loud. It feels like you're at a minor league baseball game.
It
It
does.
really does. It's
Yeah.
it's like this has all the charm and appeal of like the fucking Tallahassee Mudhens or whatever. It's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a couple of things there too. Yeah.
I've only been to Fiddler's once. I saw Metallica there for Load long time ago. So, and then we went back.
Why did they play that there?
I
Like,
have no idea. But we went back 2 years later for Reload, and that was at Red Rocks. And that was
yeah,
great.
I was gonna say, why wouldn't they play that there the
I
first
have
time
no
around?
fucking
That's
clue.
just
Yeah, no, we were there for Load. Which was what? That's their album right after the Black Album.
load. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they were a pretty big fucking deal, you know.
Exactly. Well, on top of that too is a lot of times, especially after they release an album and go on tour of it, right? They'll actually do a Red Rocks album. They'll go ahead and record something from there because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then they'll release a live at Red Rocks album. A lot of bands do that because
Oh,
there's a couple of Red Rocks is one of them, and then there's another famous outdoor venue that they're always recording for. I can't remember what it
because it's
is.
just natural amphitheater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember it, but it's if you told me, I'd know it. But yeah, they'd always do like a live album recorded from there. So
Oh,
yeah, man, a phone call from her this late at
okay.
night.
Who?
Your mom.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh well.
yeah, man. I talked to my mom uh, like 6 o'clock this morning.
In
Um,
the morning?
yeah, because I mean that's I get up around 1, man, because it's dog time. I try to get a lot of work done and stuff, but then
Oh, okay.
so 6 my day is halfway over before I'm going back to bed. Um, but so check this out. All right, my mom's phone is like 7 years old at this point, right? Still
Okay.
works,
I
right?
have one of those.
Yeah, yeah. The problem here is that when she wants to go to the Chase Bank app,
Yeah.
it now says, "Hey, listen, we're updating the app. Your current model is not on the right software
Yep.
version to run this
Yep.
anymore." So my mom, she's like, okay, well, this app doesn't work anymore. It's like, yeah, and you can't update it once it gets to a certain point. It's
Uh-uh.
just done. So I'm like, okay, well, it sounds like you need a new phone. She's like, well, no, because I still have her on my plan. She's like, one of the things they offered was, um, they said, they'll give you a tablet, and if you open a new data line, they'll give you the tablet for free. I'm like, I have a tablet and data line. Like, I don't use it.
Yeah.
Um, but the whole thing here is, you want to use this to check your goddamn, Chase Bank app, right? Like, I get it. So what you're going to do now is you're going to walk around with your phone and your tablet so that you can
No.
check your bank thing at any time. She's
Yeah.
like, well, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, so why don't we just upgrade your
Just
phone?
get a new phone.
So I know I don't. I don't want to do that. I don't. I know this one. And my mom has hit that fucking Luddite point in her life where it's like, I don't want to learn any new technology. I'm like, it's the same shit. It's been the same shit
Yeah,
since
yeah,
like
yeah.
2015. Like, there is no significant overhaul in the way that these look or perform anymore.
No, they're all the same.
Yeah.
So yeah. My mom's at that Luddite point, but hers is just like she actually legitimately started. She started to get confused by her accounts and stuff, and what's her Gmail versus her fucking T-Mobile email versus,
I know. I
yeah.
know.
And so like I mean,
Slide it down, man.
well, and that's what we're trying to do is we're finally getting her to the point in time. It's like, all right, ma, I think it's time to go get you a flip phone. You know,
Sure, that's fine too.
yeah, because she's at the point in time now where like she doesn't even go into her banking stuff because she just uses the quick view on the site.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And it, just to check it every now and then. But even then, I've taught her it's like, Ma, don't try and log into this. I mean, if you have questions, call me. We'll log in together and we'll take a look at it, or call your bank. Okay, they still have people who answer the phones there. They would probably be tickled pink to talk to you about very simple things like what's my balance and did this check clear. So just call them. It's fine. But yeah, I get you on that one. We've been trying desperately to get my mom to get rid of her fucking landline.
Oh
She
my
still
god.
has a landline, and oh my god, that thing is just an absolute scam generator.
Oh
So,
boy. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not
Yeah.
screened by
Yeah.
T-Mobile or anything.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
And so it's just an absolute, and like she's getting spoofed on, like local numbers now and stuff like that. So I thought you were calling me. It said it was you, and I was like, it's not me.
Right. Right.
Someone's got a hold of your address book, Ma.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is just kind of like it's you don't want to pick on your mom or anything, but it's
No.
like when they always talk about like data breaches, like
Yeah.
we've all been involved with this. This is how that information gets out there, man.
Yes.
And this is the other thing is like you ever signed on to something and it's got a fucking 10-mile long README at the beginning.
Yep. And you don't
That's
read
where
that.
they say
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're going to sell your information,
Yeah.
and if you don't like it, you don't have to use the software. Like I get so. All right, this. All right, so an Indian fella called me a couple of days ago,
Hmm.
right? And
Mr. Likely himself.
well, so here's the thing: is it was from a New York number, and I was expecting a New York phone call,
Oh,
so
okay.
I answered that. And this guy, um, he's telling me he's this. All right, um, he's telling me he's like, yeah, I'm here to check about a pending transaction on your card. I'm like, which card? What are the last four numbers?
Oh my God.
He's asking my name. I was like, I'm not saying it, but I'm like, oh my god, which card? What are the last four numbers of the card? It's like, oh, it's $3,200 now. $3,200 from who? It's like, who's requesting this transaction? He's like, well, no, tell me who this is. Tell me what this is all about. What are the last four numbers of my card?
Yeah.
And he's like, he's getting into this here, and then he starts saying my actual name, but I still haven't confirmed that. And then I stop him for a minute and said, like, all right, buddy, okay, so here it is, and this is what I tell him, like, so Marcus of Queensberry rules say when you've been called out on it, you have to, okay, you have to complete. I was like, I'm not going to give you a hard time, man. But what I want you to do is just tell me what information are you trying to get from me?
Right.
All right, just be honest, right? And he keeps going into this spiel. I'm like, no, man. See,
No,
you're
man.
not
No,
respecting my
yeah.
time. It's like
Respecting my time.
if this is, I was like, he's uses my name again. It's like you're not even talking to him. It's like that's not the number you called. The person you're talking to is Todd Gurley, running back from the St. Louis Rams. That was like it's the first name that came into my head. I'm like, I don't know why, but but and so then he starts getting greasy with me, and I don't know if you've ever heard this, right? There are certain insults that those from the from the Pajit group like to use, right? And all of it
The
is
Pajit, what is that? Indians?
yes, that
Oh,
really they're very big in that culture, and if you know they're coming, right, you beat them to them, right?
okay.
And so what you immediately do when an Indian starts getting greasy with you
Yeah.
is you say, "I will fuck your mother.
Oh, okay. I've heard that.
I will fuck your sister. I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
you in the
Yeah,
ass."
yeah,
Right?
exactly. I've heard
And
that.
so this dude's going nuts, and he's sitting there like talking. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna. It's like, you're gonna do what?
You can
You
do
can do
what?
what? You
Yeah.
can do what? Do you have my address? Come find me. Come find me.
Go find me, big
Come
guy.
find me."
Yeah.
So I'm going out, and again, this is the thing. I'm like, all right, I don't like to use these terms.
Right.
I'm going to use it right now because I don't edit myself. All right.
Right.
But because this person was this thing, and I know that you don't like calling this, right? And so then I started, it's like, all right, you shit skin. It's like, go ahead. No, again, I'm not just going, I'm going nuts on it, right? Now, again,
uh,
I'm not doing this for the sake of just, like, it's that this person has done this, and I know these are the things that you don't want to hear. So after this, right, I keep calling him back.
oh, really?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
actually funneled back to him?
Yeah, he sent it. That was the thing, was it was going to, it would ring a couple times. He'd send it to voicemail, right?
Oh.
And then so I waited a couple of days, right? And I called him back.
Mm-hmm.
I got on through,
Yeah.
and I was so polite. He's like, "Hello." I was like, "My apologies. Could I speak to the pussy that tried to scam me the other?" And like, I was talking to my mom about this. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "No, you don't understand. Like, if people are cool, right, I'm gonna let things go right away.
Yeah.
If you lie to my face, now I'm the bulldog. Now I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let this
Yeah.
go, right?" And that was it. It's like, if you that's the, like, if a person calls if a person calls you because they were doing this scam there for a minute where they were calling people and saying like, "Hey, your mother's been in an accident. I have her right here."
Yeah.
Like, my mother? It's like, tell me what she looks like.
Right. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Um,
Give it your best shot.
if you were going to ask, how
Yeah.
tall would you say she
Right.
is?
Yeah. Exactly.
How many heads high do you
How
think she
many
is?
that's high? How many hands?
Right. If the doorway is 8 feet, how
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
it's like no. It's like what's my mom hair look like, right? So that's the thing is if you get called out, you come clean.
Yeah. They don't do that though, man.
That's my rule here. It's like, oh, is that my mother? It's like, oh, do your thing.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens, bro.
I got salty with a couple of them once. Now I don't even bother, man. It's just
It's again, I don't. I expected a call from that area. I'm like, shit.
you got. You got.
Well, no, because they didn't get anything from me. But
Yeah, I
the
know,
only
but
thing
yeah.
was yeah, I normally wouldn't even waste my time
No.
because that's the general thing is don't answer because otherwise they know that this is a live line, right?
Yeah, that is kind of the rule, and I've got my mom fairly well trained on that, but they just buffalo her sometimes, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, well, I saw that it was a local number, so I thought it was one of my friends. And I was like, yeah, okay, I got you. But
Yeah, but that's the thing
it
is,
wasn't.
um, so if they were your friends, A, give them your cell phone number. B,
Yeah.
tell your friends to leave a voicemail.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Or C, we don't call, we text
We
first.
text
We
first. Yeah.
text to ask if it's okay to call.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she doesn't text, so you know.
No, she's like your dad. She's like, somebody's
She
trying to sell me something.
nah, she's just too old to do it, man. She really is. So
My mom does it.
yeah.
She's a big fan of spaces.
Spaces? Like
Yeah,
extra spaces in your
yes,
text? I don't
yes. When she sends me texts, it is chalk. It's like a haiku. It's like
It's got the correct amount of syllables on each line.
it's
Yeah.
got the syllables and the spacing,
Okay.
man. It's just like any message. It's like a proper header. You need a pillow or something?
No, I'm okay,
Huh.
man. To son.
Yes. You think I'm fucking with you? No, that's exactly what I'm talking
Your dearest mother.
You think I'm lying? Okay,
No, I know you're
check
not
this shit
lying.
out, man. All right. Again, it's
It's just so
like
you make sure it goes to the right person.
yeah. I mean, so she'll start with like
Oh, okay.
she'll start with an emoji line,
Line.
next line, final
Line,
line,
line, and emoji.
and emoji. And I don't know. I imagine that like look at this shit.
Oh my God.
Look at this shit.
She's putting carriage returns.
This one, I don't know what to tell you. It's
That's
like,
what that is. That's what she's doing.
but that's I could even write like an essay, man. It's
Oh,
like
I know that.
I don't know.
So she's probably got her font size set different than yours.
She
So
absolutely
those would
does.
show up
That's
like
correct.
perfectly left justified.
Look, man, I'm not going to pretend my eyes are fantastic, but it's not as though I can. It's not like hers where I can fucking read it from the space station. It's and that's this is the thing where I'm like, Mom, it's like I have a tablet that I don't use. I'm going to send this to you,
Yeah.
right? And you can use this. This is fine. This actually might be a good thing for you because you look at everything just on this thing. She's like, well, why don't you use it? Right? It's
I
like,
don't need it.
well, I was like, I thought I would, but the truth is, like, either I've got the thing I'm going to read on my toilet, which is in my phone,
Right.
right? That also has all the music or whatever. That's what I'm going to doom scroll on, whatever. Or I got like 5 computers.
Yeah.
And so I'm either going to sit at the thing and look at a screen
Yep.
like this, or I'm going to, take the phone.
Yep.
Now, I won't say, okay, there's been they have been kind of barking about this, and they're like, look, the screens are not what they were. Check out these foldables. And there is a part of me that says,
Yeah.
maybe.
The phone that you roll out.
That's there's that too, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the other thing that they showed the other day was It's not out yet. They had a trifold. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, I
That's extra real estate if you want it,
if you want it.
but you don't need it. I was
Yeah,
like,
but you don't really need
that's a cool idea. The whole thing for me was, is this just going to be something that's folded in half and I use it as a regular phone?
it.
And every now and then somebody says, whoa, is that foldable one? I say yes. They open it up. It's the first time it's been opened in like 2 months.
It cracks.
They close it right back up,
Yeah,
and you go back to just having a phone that goes in your pocket. I'm like,
right.
is that what's going to happen with this?
It's possible.
It's quite possible.
It's quite possible.
And fucking shits are not, they are not cheap.
No, no, man. Like new generation phones are still ridiculously expensive. So, I think that's probably going to stay that way for a long time.
I
Just
think it
because
has to.
I think it does too, because you actually have to recoup a lot of the R&D costs now. And if you're not going to sell it to 90% of your install base right off the bat,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, because like the longevity, your point, like nothing's basically changed since 2016 in
No.
terms of phones. And
No.
so,
No.
I mean, the only thing they do is they tinker with the sizes and stuff like that every now and then. It's like
You're correct. Yeah.
some of my students have fucking monstrous phones now. So, um, and you go back just a few years ago, a lot of people had them tiny little phones. So it's almost like a fad that comes in and out. We'll see. But
Well, the original, I mean, if you look at it, if you go back to 2007, you look at the original iPhone, it's like the size of a credit card.
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
it's really small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was huge at the time.
It
That
was
was
enormous.
considerably
Yeah.
bigger, right?
It was
So,
enormous. And it was all screen, no buttons.
oh, that's correct. Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, it still had a bezel on it, but it's not. It did.
Yeah.
It did. It did have like a front section that had like like crap on it.
Yeah.
But not much. In the same way that a lot of them now have just like a little notch. That's where that goes.
Yeah.
Or just it's in the screen. You just look at the dot. But um, yeah, that's the thing. Is it's the same thing that goes with um, when they ask people. It's the same thing with games, and they're like, "What's the last thing you play?" It's like, well, I played through New Vegas for the seventh time in 2 years, right? And they're like, why? It's like, well, because I just put in these mods. It actually looks pretty good at this point,
Acceptable. Yeah.
right? It's not the rubber faced monsters from the imposters, the fucking pod
Yeah.
people from
From
from.
Half-Life. Yeah.
Oh, I was going from what was that? What was that dumb shit? Space Fallout.
Space Fallout?
Yeah, Space Fallout from Bethesda. It was the one where you got you can put you have your milk carton spaceship, and you can put the little mega blocks on the side to make it go a little bit faster. Or we both played it.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and there's like two guys, like one is, and they're both like you from the future. And
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't remember.
yeah, it was Space Fallout where like you
It
could.
was called Space Fallout?
No,
Oh.
but that's what the game was. I can't remember what the name of it was.
Space Fallout.
Yeah, and the guns were like relatively the same. You had these. You could go into these things where you'd fly through the glitter like a few times, and as a person you'd float through the glitter like 5 times.
Oh, you're talking about Starfield.
There you go.
I
That's it.
thought you were
Yeah.
talking about a much older game.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
That's the one with the rubber faced pod people, where it's
Okay, I'm thinking like way uglier than that. Sorry.
that thing is way too recent for the characters to be that ugly.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so that
So-
it's the same thing. It's like, well, why are you playing this again? It's like
You go through the glitter.
you know that happens.
I know what you're talking about. I like that game. So I just, I thought you were talking about something from like, the fucking, Commodore 64 games.
And the game is Space Fallout. Let me write this down. I'd like
Right,
to
yeah,
check this out.
exactly. It's like, I don't remember.
But yeah, and they're like, why are you playing this game? It's like because gameplay hasn't changed
It
in
hasn't.
10 years, and graphics have barely changed
Barely.
in 10 years.
Barely. And only in a few instances.
I mean, I got like thousands of those
let me go
Wipes
get
if you
some.
want one of those, man. I got, as you discovered, there's actually a bigger box. So I think I did the math on the per unit.
You need one?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna play next either, man.
How about a loss?
We'll see what comes out, or like what old game kind of strikes me as something I want to go play again. I think I got all my um, single player RPG out of my system because they just redid a Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think I'm good.
Well, there's definitely. I don't think there's anything that's come out since Cyberpunk that's on that level. So,
Nope.
no, I got you there. You know what?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, why don't you? Why don't you? That's good. Um, so I mean, it's not like you're either going to play that or you're going to play The Witcher.
I already did that,
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I beat the last guy.
I didn't believe that shit.
He kept morphing into new shit. And I was like, fuck, really?
You do that though. Like you get uh you do have a quicker fucking point than I do, where you're like, this is just not working.
Well, I have
I don't.
low tolerance for like, um, what am I thinking here? What we were just talking about, what's the Raccoon City games?
Oh, Resident Evil.
I
Yeah,
hate fucking Resident Evil bosses, Jeff. I really fucking
all of them.
do. I know they're like, oh, okay, beat the shit out of this thing, then it turns into this thing. Beat the shit out of that thing, then it turns into this thing. I fucking hate that mechanic badly.
Listen, buddy. Okay, so it's
Hate it
not.
so much. It's so
It's
cheesy.
it's not that I disagree with you. It's just that that has been like hardwired to me since like the Nintendo
I
days,
understand.
and I'm not saying I like
That
it.
goes back to Mega Man. I get it, you know. So, but like, I mean, it's just it's like I'm playing The Witcher here. I'm supposed to be a badass. All right. So, and you could see that last guy coming, even with the previous DLC where you had the fight like the frog guy and stuff, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it was fun, but
That was actually a pretty good one.
it was short, but it was good. And then you do the blood and the go to like Witcher France,
Right,
which
right.
is really nice. And then but there's shit all to do except for fight these really fucking hard enemies every now and then. So
Well, it does. I mean, it does also open up certain like additional like abilities and
it
things like
does.
that.
It does do that.
It also makes it 100 times easier to get mutagens if you need them.
It does.
Um,
You don't have to go around and bang on little animals. So and make little mutagens into big mutagens.
well, you can. I mean, there's that, and you have like the little tube that you can. I can't remember the whole thing about it, but it was
Yeah.
like, yeah, there's a couple of ways to do this. There were some new weapons. There were also the enlightened Arabs, if I recall correctly.
The guys who imbue your weapons.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. Um, oh, you come from such an uncivilized place. It's like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, if you're talking about Velen, you're correct. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a
okay.
piece of this where it's like, yeah, let me see what people you throw off the roof. Okay,
Right, yeah.
okay,
That's
okay.
okay. We just burn the witches here.
Son of a bitch. This is kind of like, all right, now I'm going to tell you about your future. It's like, so this is your 12th century. You will never advance past this. I
Right.
want you to know that in the future, you will never make a car.
You'll never have a car.
No, you can buy one,
You can buy plenty.
but you will not make.
make
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
one. That's kind of punching down, but sure.
No, what I can't. I have a problem with that in certain things where, yeah, you can sit there and use that as sort of a as a point to kind of mock the ignorant world that you live in. That's fine, especially when you're saying like, okay, well, this is this is vaguely shit. It's not even vaguely. This is clearly a commentary on medieval Europe, right? It's not even
Oh yeah.
close, right? Got it. But when you take these other cultures and you're saying like, so welcome to because you do like in the other one, you do go to right, yeah, you go to the Middle East.
Briefly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just briefly. Yeah,
briefly. Yeah.
yeah. And again, it's that same thing where it's like, oh, here, let me show you what the civilized world looks like. It's like, man, fuck you. It's like, I get it. I know
Yeah, I
what you're
know what you're
doing.
doing.
And the same thing goes when it's like, welcome to Ital, France.
France,
It's
Francely.
yeah, you've been there. You've been there. It's the same place where it's like, oh well, this is this is where we make our wine and make it a sauce.
Yeah, making it
It's
a song. Yeah. And stepping at things.
you've been there.
Yeah, I've been
Um,
there.
it's like because again, there was cool stuff in it. There's some things where they have you do like the storybook shit and all
Yep.
this stuff. It's like this is very creative.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's a point where I'm like, all right, enough. I,
Right. Yeah. Like all those games, like even Cyberpunk had some of those. Like it's like, all right, I don't want to do this again. You
yeah,
know, you know. So like, let me just go murder things. You know, but that's okay, man. I mean, like CD Projekt Red's not quite as bad as Rockstar, but pretty close to. 99% of the stuff that you do is on Rails.
Okay, I got you there. If you're talking about the actual
The story.
the story that
Yeah.
matters, yes, it's
Yeah.
it's correct. And
Because
sometimes,
like The Witcher 3's only got like 4 or 5 endings. So and it's all
yeah,
based upon like, a couple interactions that occur just at a couple points in time in the game. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So and fucking Cyberpunk's the exact same way. I mean, they're like Red Dead Redemption, you're gonna die. Okay.
Right,
It doesn't
right.
care how many buffalo you slaughter. You know,
Yes, yes.
or how many times you clean out Blackwater of all the marshals.
That's
You're
all.
gonna die.
That's all headcanon, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct. You're correct.
Yeah. So
And you,
which is why that,
yeah,
that space Fallout game was fucking disappointing because they could have opened it up where like
yeah.
I mean they were right there, dude, with the multiverse. It was like, oh fuck, you were so close. In fact, this game would have been better without a story. You know?
Therein lies the problem.
Yeah.
Is that yes, you guys had done like 7 years worth of work, and nobody was willing to say like, okay, why don't we like in year 5 or year 4? You're like, why don't we take a look at the things that are working, right, and
Right.
the things that aren't, and let's
Yeah.
go ahead and yank those
Yeah.
and add to the ones that are.
Yeah.
So because yeah, when it came through, it's like, so what is this game about? I'm like, mining. I think it's about
Kind of, but it was
it's about
boring.
mining.
Yeah.
It's about really shitty resource management.
Yeah.
It is. There is a component of that game that is straight up like Lee Trevino's Inventory Manager 2005, where
Very much Earl Weaver's Earl Weaver's backpack manager. Yeah.
tell me around because the things that in that game at the beginning, it's like I can't make ammunition, right?
Yeah.
Can't do this. I need.
That's right. You can't make ammo on
I
that.
think eventually you could. I think that was an update, but that was just they had so many things where you go to any menu in any other game and you say, "Can I make this?" It would say, "Well, yes, sir, no problem." It would
Yeah.
be inconvenient for you not to be able
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And this thing had so many just like weird
Yeah.
gatekeeps where it's like,
Well, I'm buying shit. So I
yes,
mean, you would like go to like the gun store and they'd have like, yeah, we have 8 bullets. It'd be like fucking sweet. I guess I'll take those. You know?
all eight,
All eight,
sure,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
I take it your average customer buys one.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So I didn't realize bullets were rationed around here. I don't know, man. That was a royal kind of like oops. Because I mean, just playing the game a little bit, and I put a chunk of time into that game.
Me too. Me
I
too.
found a lot of fun things to do in that game, but the story is not one of them.
No, no.
Okay, so inventory management is not one of them. Mining is not. Exploration isn't. Although it could very well be, but
Every one of those things could be
they
awesome.
could have been awesome, but they done
Every one of
fucked
those
every
things.
last one of them up. So um, yeah, it was a missed opportunity. But
Yeah, a lot of unforced errors. That's
a
the
lot of
best way I
unforced
can say
errors
it.
is the
Yeah,
best
it's
way
the
to put
best.
it.
Just and again, if you just narrow your scope, make like there are two things in that game that should have absolutely been awesome. Like it's like, okay, so what's the appeal of this? It's like the spacefaring. This should be
That should
as
be
cool
way
as
more
it
awesome
gets.
than what it is.
Like it's there's again, like you said, it's I kept playing because I was always like on the cusp of like this feels close. When does it get awesome?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It felt close for a long time. Yeah, and then you just realize after a little, it was like, man, I've seen this facility 100 times.
Correct.
It's like, okay, I already know where the guy is. Let me go
Yes.
bag this bounty, and then that's for 350 credits, which I'm going to go spend on space plane bullshit. You know? And it's like, all right, I think I'm done here.
Yeah, and that's it. Because they're just those artificial bottlenecks where it's like, all right, so I want to put this, this, and this on my ship. It's like, okay,
Uh-uh.
so that's kind of a cool thing, but we're going to need two things from you. It's like, what? It's like, so put your points in this so that you can use this. Like, great, okay, and you're going to have to buy like the second power cell to put these
Oh
things on
yeah,
here,
yeah.
and it's like, okay, so what does that do for me? It's like, okay, well, so once you do that, then you can also go to these like red 50 places, right?
Right,
That you have to jump to these things. Like, couldn't I just fly from here to here and then
right.
make this like, no, no,
No,
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
no, no.
no, no.
And I mean, just the little tacked on things where um, they had factions, but nobody gave a fuck.
Nobody gave a fuck.
I was.
See, yeah, and I mean that was just an easy fix. I mean, rather than having the war be over, have the war going on.
Sounds great.
You know, yeah,
Interesting.
exactly. You know,
Very
that
interesting.
makes it much
Yes.
more interesting. It means
Yes.
that there's basically combat anywhere you can go,
Right.
or at least there's a potential. Of, oh no, the war ended 8 years ago, and now everybody gets along. It's like fuck you guys. What the? It was like you should make it dangerous for me to go over there. You know, so
Right, or at least if you're going to do that, where it's like, yeah, the war is over, but this is kind of like this is like post-war Japan. So if you go to these places, these people still think it's going on.
yeah, yeah, or exactly, or there's actually is a kaiju over here, man. You know.
I thought that would have been something. I mean,
So yeah, no, I mean, they were so close, man. I mean, that'd be a game that, like, I mean, if you could give me a crack at that code, you know, and like the resources to fix it, I could fix it in probably a couple of weeks.
you probably could.
You
You
know,
probably could.
because that motherfucker is so close in terms of what you can
Yes.
do. But they just got up their own ass and they started, oh, his stories, blah, blah, blah. See, and that's the whole thing is the story should be great that the universe has been depopulated. Okay. So, you know, so there was a virus that was released and it wiped out 80% of the population out there. That's why this abandoned shit is all over the place, you know?
Fascinating. There's the context. But it was
Right.
but the depopulation came from like it was like a bad warp experiment, right?
Well, and that was stupid too because that was like, okay, so he invented the warp drive, okay, which cost Earth its magnetosphere, but then we
Right.
set up on fucking on like fucking Titan,
Right.
which like
Right.
has no atmosphere. So it was like, oh, wait a minute, you know, like magnetosphere protects like a couple things, you know, solar radiation being one of them. But I think the first thing that everybody would do would be to start digging a hole in their basement. You know? You know, and then later on you get this point in time where it's like I'm on this like planet that would crush your skull, sear you into a into nothing but carbon during the day and freeze you, you know, like, and I'm like, oh, but I got this spacesuit.
Got the spacesuit on. Yes.
You go to Earth and you're just walking around like la 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 la. It's like, wait a minute, wasn't it easier to invent the spacesuit than it was to invent the grav drive? You know? It's like, come on, man.
Guys, did you not pick up on the fact that we destroyed Earth with this drive? Doesn't that really
Oh,
yeah,
it's supposed to be
it's like,
so poignant. You know?
you know what happened when I went there?
What?
I looked at the broken shit.
Yeah.
I opened up drawers and took like wrenches and stuff. I mean, like I did with the rest of the game.
It was just like everywhere else.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't climb to the top of the thing and just think.
What could have been? It could have all still been here, Jeffrey.
Again, this is I didn't have any like looking out the window, what's happening, kind of moments
Yeah.
or anything like that. Because again, if it had a point to make, it didn't make it. That's
No,
sort of
the point didn't land. I mean, well, and that I mean, Fallout 4 suffered from that too. We get it. So you know,
Fallout 4 was more like, hey, we have an opinion. Now, we'll let you disagree with said opinion,
yeah,
but we want you to know that is the wrong decision.
naughty, naughty. You
Correct.
are a bad, bad
Correct.
player, Mr. Player.
Guys, in case you hadn't noticed, we have been really trying to draw this parallel between synthetic life and slavery. Have you gotten that yet?
You called it the railroad. I got it. Yeah, I got it. Does this railroad go underground? Please spare me the suspense of knowing that it's underground.
It was. It's so ham-fisted. It's like, oh, okay. So who's helping me through this, Mrs. Butterworth? I'm like, it's like
Oh,
this is
yeah,
ridiculous.
exactly.
It's like this ragtag group of like, oh, check it out. Like young and gross-looking people are always the people that have the important ideas. It's like, okay, yeah, I got it.
Young and gross-looking people.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
It's like, okay, you spent the time to craft stupid hair for this person, or
Specifically.
and so yeah, when it comes down, it's like, so you can do something else, but that is not what we think is the right answer.
I know.
Right,
Because this is just a game, because that's what they made us make.
right,
Otherwise, it'd be a graphic novel.
right.
And you and your friends would all buy it and do it separately so you all got the same point from it.
But then you go to the audience and say, like, would you actually buy it? And it turns out it's like, nah. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Lord of the Rings for the 100th time. Is it better than Lord of the Rings? It's like, no, okay,
No.
because you have the two flavors. Is like when it comes to, and this was actually something that was very alarming. This is something I looked at when it comes to fiction. Is men have been all of chased out of fiction, like
Fiction? Yeah.
almost entirely. Where
They're all
it's
playing video games now, man.
well,
So,
that's kind of where it went. Was it wasn't that men ran from fiction and went to video games. It's that they were chased out. There's no market for them at this point,
yeah.
right? And it's not as though the genres that they like aren't there. It's just that what it means to write a fantasy novel is not what it meant to write one before.
No, they're completely different.
What it means to write a science fiction novel is not what it was before.
Well, and people don't fucking read anymore. So.
Well, it turns out people do, but it's women.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
It's women. There's actually two groups of big readers where it's women, and there are boys that read, but it's young adult.
Oh, okay.
Young adult. This is like, so the house that Harry Potter built is still being, there's that young adult crowd.
Yeah. I mean, those guys are all in their 30s and 40s now. So when those books came out.
Right. But the actual structure of like taking this past, like, because you remember what young adult fiction used to be.
It used to be huge.
Well, it was huge, but there was
huge.
Like now I'm not talking like Hardy Boys, but that stuff used to be
like,
there. But
like right before Harry Potter, there were tons of genres out there. I've been going to the book fair every fucking year, and I mean, like everybody had like their favorite series or two.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
kind of thing. And I mean, yeah, you could get into all the Star Wars books if you really wanted.
There was that.
There was a shitload of Star Trek books.
There was.
I mean,
there was
absolute epic amount of Star Trek books.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And yeah, there's that's all been
been wiped out.
Yes. And so I mean that was one of the commentaries on this was, yeah, that's where guys went running to video games. And again, that was one of the problems where the women then chased them into video games, but they weren't playing them. That's the thing is,
I don't know if they got chased in there. I mean, it just seemed like a natural way to go.
Oh, so, no, for men?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so
I mean, I didn't go from reading to video games because I was afraid of the women who were writing books.
No, obviously
not. Video games are just fucking cooler. So
well, no, it's so this is the thing is it's sort of like a strike season, right? Is if you don't see anything that's getting your interest
Oh,
for a
right,
while,
yeah,
right? You find something else to do.
yeah. I get you.
Whereas I mean, it's the same thing. You have those fucking dweebs, and again, people love it, and they love the thing there. In fact, there's a store just right down over there where people play. It is just called Warhammer. They have
Oh,
those.
yeah, that's still around.
They have those subsections where people used to play the games and read the
Yep,
books, and now they have video games and stuff like
yep.
that. But there's certain they've tried to gatekeep pretty hard. They've allowed some stuff in, some incursions, but not to the tune of like there are things that are just completely like washed out where like Dungeons and Dragons isn't for boys anymore.
I, I don't know, man. That's just a thing about D&D, and I mean, I know a little bit more about this because I've been playing it with my daughter,
Yeah.
and I've seen the new books. They're fine. I mean,
They're not what they were.
they're not what they were, but I do have the old ones. They look terrible compared to the new ones.
Well, they look terrible,
They
but
look
again,
really
it's
but like I imagine it'd be harder to find a group of like-minded male nerds to play that nowadays. So
you play video games instead.
exactly,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
yeah. I think that would be the difficult thing there. Whereas, my daughter, and I don't know about William's daughter, but I can speak from experience from, my two nieces. None of them that they don't give two fucks about video games. So,
My niece plays them, but
she's got one that she plays.
well,
Yeah,
it's going to be basically like Roblox or Roblox
exactly.
accessories.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's that Patrick, you and I. We've got a little bit of like I don't know. It's not historicism, is it? We wouldn't consider those things that they're playing to be video games when we were young,
No, they weren't. Yeah, no.
right?
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I see a lot of shit come out now, and I don't consider that to be a video game. I'm like, that's a picture book with stories. Sure, I mean, a storybook with moving pictures where I can jump when I choose to. But that's it.
When it lets me.
When it lets me, yeah.
Yeah.
So that okay, whatever. Not my kind of jam. But I mean, but to be fair, I was never a big fiction reader anyway. So I mean, the only fiction that I ever got into was Harry Potter. I did read all of those as soon as they came out. So and then Lord of the Rings, and I didn't even read that until after I saw the first movie. So I had no desire to learn anything about Tolkien until that first movie came out. So
Oh, fair enough.
yeah,
Well, I read it. I read it in like sixth grade.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
and I can't think of any fiction series that I actually read when I was in high school or junior high or even elementary school, with the exception of like choose your own adventure books.
It's different.
I know that's different.
It's kind of. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Time and place. I think they still make some of these to some capacity.
they do.
But, it just doesn't have the same gravity that they used to.
No,
But we're also way older,
way older.
right? Because there were ones where it's, and again, I just don't think there are certain topics where it's like this just isn't interesting for you guys. Like a lot of them, I don't know why it was, but a lot of those choose your old adventure books were about haunted mansions in the South.
Yeah,
There were a lot of
there are a
things
lot of
where they were,
survival ones too. It's like you're on a boat that landed on an island kind of thing.
that's
Are there
that's
ghost pirates
yeah,
or mermains here?
could be,
Could be, yeah,
could be,
it's
yeah,
possible.
yeah. You're right. If there's elements of either like Robinson Crusoe or not Treasure Island. Treasure Island's a different story. Treasure Island's a great story. All
That's
right,
a great story.
all right. Not gonna fuck with it, but yeah, there was something to that. But yeah, there were also a lot of like again, lots of haunted stuff, lots of and again, the South seemed to come up a lot because
Maybe
remember,
that's where the author was based. I don't know.
well, I will say this is if you recall a lot of those choose your old adventure books, they had illustrations. And
Oh, they were great.
there was something to be said about drawing like ghosts with like Confederate hats,
Yeah,
right? So it looks great. I can picture it right now, right? Like I got the little two swords and stuff like this. It's like, yeah, this is cool.
I had one that was based on the Bermuda Triangle. I think I still have
That's
that. It was so good, man. I mean, there's like literally one where you get eaten by a kraken. So, yeah. And that was a great illustration. And that'd be the thing. You'd be going flipping through the book. You'd be like, oh, I hope I don't get that. So,
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's no version of that that can't be replicated or done better with a video game now. So,
oh, yeah.
um,
Dude, a text adventure, you can whip that up on Grok in like 5 fucking minutes. So,
you can,
you can, and
yeah,
they're
you
fun.
can.
They're good. So,
I remember when people used to pay for those.
I remember you used to get like 5 of them for $1.
You get five of them for $1, or the other thing was that if you did like you used to do this with Genie, I used to do this with Procom and stuff. If you ever went on BBSs,
Yep.
you'd get these for free.
You could get them for free.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was, as a matter of fact, I was looking specifically for one, just gameplay footage, sorry, of a text adventure called Nuke Serve.
Oh, I don't remember that.
This is a game about the nuclear blast is coming, right?
Okay.
And you get to choose like 5 items on this list
Okay.
before the text adventure starts,
Okay.
right? And they were things like a Bible or food or a knife or a gun or a car, things like this.
Okay.
And the whole thing was you're going to die eventually. But the whole thing is you are trying to survive the nuclear wasteland
Oh, okay.
after after the bomb hits.
Got it.
And
Sounds like the classic. There's a corporate game where they do that, where you're stranded on a life raft, and you get 5 items. And you as
okay.
a group have to pick out which ones you do, and then depending on the combination, you live so long, depending on what comes up. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's in that same
idea.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, and I was looking. There just wasn't any footage of it. Nobody was playing it, and that kind of let me down. It's just one of those things that comes into my mind. It's like, does anybody do this now? Like, say for example, like the thing I sent you.
I didn't know that
Early
was a song.
Did you look at the?
I did. And then I found one that echoed exactly what I had just told you. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know it was real either, dude. You know,
There's this dude that was like, the State Department damaged the CD changer in my trunk.
exactly. Yeah,
I was tired.
my 1990 S class.
He's like, the show left us hanging. We don't know if he made it to the target.
So, I was just good on The Simpsons for actually using some real music.
That was a. I do not know how I came across that, but that's. I was like, I know this. Why do I know
Why
this?
do I know this?
Who linked to this and why? I know this music, and and then I went down to the. It's like this is it. This is it. This is how I know it.
It's been 20 years. That was one of my favorite episodes ever.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, that one was great.
It's brilliant.
And then, and then later on, they went back and they sissified fucking Abe Simpson, and that was stupid. So.
In which way?
Oh, he wasn't actually a war hero, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, really?
He was just a model in a magazine, yada, yada, yada.
Really?
They did that to him. It's fucking stupid. During their worst period.
I guess it depends on what you define as their worst period.
Well, they tried to make him gay, so.
Was it Abe?
Yeah. Don't go look that one up, man. No.
See, all right. I guess I have a couple of like issues with that show in terms of not remembering what your roots are, right? Like ever since, so I mean, there's a period where they were so lost on what to do, right? Where they hit like season 15. And so they were so lost on what to do and had no idea how to actually deal with the stories in the place that they lived that every second episode was set in 3 parts where they'd reimagine the family in different time periods,
Yeah, they did
or
a lot of that. Oh, Lisa's the president now. Yeah,
yeah, or it's kind of like here's 3 Bible stories that the Simpsons
they
are in,
did do that.
and the thing that got to me was, all right, so I get that you're tired with this. I understand you'll turn a corner eventually, but they got to this point where after that little documentary, The Trouble with Apu, came out, and they decided, actually, yeah, we should make sensitivity changes. Like, you guys have lost the plot. Like, do you remember how much shit you got back in the
Oh
day
yeah,
for being quote unquote offensive to these different groups?
don't have a
And
cow, man. Yeah,
correct, and you gave them all the middle finger
yeah.
and went for it, and now you're like, yeah, actually, you know what? Well, let's do this. And then when they started, and they're not the only ones that did this. When they're like, you know, Lou and Carl, they're voiced by white guys, so you know the right thing to do is to change their voices. Let's, you know, we can't have white people doing these voices anymore. I'm like, guys,
Yeah,
get over
that was like
yourselves.
10 years. They were a little bit ahead of the curve.
No, that was actually post George Floyd.
Oh, really?
Yep,
I thought it was before.
nope, that was all post George Floyd. Just a lot of like theatrical shit that they put in there, where it's like, oh no, check us out here. We're still edgy. It's like,
I
no,
thought
you're
that
not.
was before him, but
Uh-uh. Nope.
well, that
That's all
George Floyd was
reactionary.
5 fucking years ago now, man. So it just doesn't seem like that long ago.
No, you're correct. But yeah, that's the kind of that's when I was like, I'm done with you guys. You guys have lost.
Honestly, dude, they just weren't funny.
That's the
They
biggest
weren't
crime.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they just. I mean, and I mean, we've seen like long running shows, like South Park's gone through its time where it's like, guys, this isn't funny. So you know, I mean, but it never got to the point in time where it was like, well, we should actually use this show as some kind of instructive thing, you know.
Used to make fun of itself about that.
Yeah, getting up its own ass. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
correct.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
And I will say that South Park used to have the thing of just wait out this season. Let them
yeah,
get it out of their system.
just let them get it out of their system. They will come back around to Man Bear Pig eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There was this big argument, and again, I haven't been watching the recent seasons, and I'm really
they're
not,
funny.
you know. But there's a lot of people. It's like, well, why are they making fun of this? It's like they're not being fair. I'm like, what does fairness have to do with
No,
that? It's like, why didn't they make fun of the last administration? I'm like, because the last administration wasn't funny.
that's true.
There's not an angle. It's like, so you have one angle with this guy. He's old and he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
funny.
hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, and if you have these figures over here that are ripe for mockery, yeah, you go with that. Even though it's like, to me, there's kind of like, all right, man, that horse is dead, right? I get it. You guys did this before,
Yeah.
right? And I know that you're like, look, his leg is still moving. It's like, no, but it's dead.
His
It's
dad.
dead.
Yeah,
It's like, do
his leg
something
is
else.
still moving. Yeah.
Well, because you know, there are things where they kept going like way too far on this, like the pot farm thing. It's like, all right, guys,
They finally pulled the pin on that.
get done with
They
this.
finally
It's
got
not.
done with that. It wasn't that funny. You know, it just didn't go where everybody thought it was going to go.
No,
You know, I mean, I remember like when all that shit started happening around the state, you know, I mean, oh, it's going to be funny. Everybody in Colorado is going to be high all the time, blah, blah, blah. And so it would have been a funny gag if it had actually worked out that way. But it turned out when you legalize pot, a
you
lot of
take
people just don't go
all.
out there and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to drop beer and start smoking weed. You know? So, you know?
You know what's going to happen? The dudes that were smoking weed, they'll still smoke
They
weed.
just smoke weed.
The dudes who are
Yeah.
drinking beer,
They're going to
still be drinking
smoke
beer.
yeah,
Right.
drink beer. Yeah.
It's really that simple. You know. Well, and again, there's a piece to it where
Well, and the whole thing with Garrison, you know, they didn't expect him to win. So
yeah,
nobody did. So there you go.
yeah, and that's the thing is like you don't need to dovetail on this because you said everything that you need to say before, right?
And to
But
be fair, they didn't punch at the Trump one administration that much. They really didn't.
well,
There was like one, maybe 2 episodes where Garrison was in there as the president.
yeah, but that's the thing. It wasn't good.
No, it
And
wasn't funny.
It's yeah,
Yeah,
it's okay, guys. Just let it do something
yeah.
else,
Do
right?
something else.
Right. I mean, so I presume you heard today's big news, right?
Yeah, that's funny though because I was actually watching that guy on an interview last night. I don't usually watch him, man.
No.
So yeah, like him and Ben Shapiro doing those things where they go to the college campuses and you get the TikTok videos of liberal tears.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like those. That it just feels like punching on kids.
this is okay. So the thing is,
I
it's
mean,
all right. I'm with you. Like
yeah,
the punching on kids thing. I'm like, all right. If you'd frame this as sort of like, well, they're talking, right?
yeah,
But it's never that.
no.
It's the shorts where it's kind of like, um, watch Charlie Kirk just totally own this Marxist. Like,
But that's not what he actually does.
no.
No, he's actually much more polite. Well, was much more polite about it,
Dude.
and things like that. I mean, I did watch a couple of his things, from time to time. But like, and I always thought he was a lot better dude than like fucking like I can't stand Matt Walsh. So,
Yeah,
dude, that guy's
yeah.
got he's got to stick really far up his ass. So, and like it's just I mean, I watched this whole documentary and stuff about white rage or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so over the top. It's just painful to watch. You know?
Kind of. I mean, kind of. So, like in this, I get what you're doing, and there's this version of you're like, what's your angle? It's like, all right, so this is like conservative Borat, and
But it's not funny.
well, and that's the thing is, I watched that movie about 2 weeks ago.
Borat?
That movie's not funny either. It's
No, not really.
time and place, bro.
Yeah,
That's the
that
thing.
one's
It's
a
sort
little
of
dated now.
it's dated. It's anything that was to be taken out of it that was interesting has already been taken, and going back to the well was even worse.
That was
That
a
was even
terrible
worse.
idea.
But the same thing. That's what Matt Walsh was doing. Was sort of doing that in disguise, reality, not reality, type thing. Here, I was like, I get it. There's room for this,
Yeah.
and the I will say the first one of What Is a Woman, that one's actually much better.
That one is much better.
Yeah,
That one's a lot better, but the second one is terrible.
is yeah, you
It's
guys,
unwatchable.
yeah.
So
But yeah, when it comes down to it, you're like Charlie Kirk is, if in person, is far more respectable than you think.
yeah.
There's never a version of this where it's there's this thing where they've tried to conflate every person that's on the right in this capacity. It's like y'all are Richard Spencer, every last one of you, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's either that or Ann Coulter or fucking Alex, whatever. So
Well, at least in Richard Spencer's case, it's like this is a far right dude in terms of actually believes in white nationalism and that kind of
that
stuff,
guy, yeah,
right? And it's like, yeah, that's him. The rest of
yeah.
these guys
Whatever
are,
happened to him?
he disappeared.
Yeah,
He got like punched, and that was again. This is the same kind of thing. There was like the whole like punch a Nazi thing. I'm like, guys,
well, Milo was in the same boat.
yeah,
He
Milo on the
disappeared
other.
too.
Well, Milo said something that you're not supposed to
Yeah, I
say.
remember
Yeah.
that.
Um, but yeah, that's the thing is they're conflating all these guys, and I don't know about you. I watched the footage. Did you see that?
I saw, yeah. So I've seen like two different shots of it, two different angles. I didn't see any close-up stuff. Um, from what I could tell, there was only one shot,
Right.
so he got bushwhacked. I
From a
get,
distance.
yeah, and I guess I don't know, man. I was looking at the news before I came over here, and they had a guy, but then he turned out to just be a local crazy and turned him loose. So
I mean, and this is the difficult thing about this is, yeah, as far as harmless people in that, he's up on the list of least offensive. There's no
yeah,
version of
yeah,
this where
yeah.
I'm like, you're different, ergo you belong in re-education camps or anything like that. It's like, no, you talk some shit, but it's like you're not doing this from behind glass. It's just you're on
No, and he would
campuses.
actually go. Like I didn't realize people, how many young people watched him.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't realize that they were putting up some like figures on like some of the breakdowns on his videos and stuff. I was like, holy fuck, man,
Young
that's where
men,
all the kids are at. Got
young
it.
men, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So did not know that.
When you're talking about that crowd, you mentioned this the other day. The actual crowd of like Jeffrey, they're going to church again, stuff like this. It's that crowd.
It's like church. That statistic came out yesterday, man, where it went from like church going attendance amongst like males who are under the age of 24 went from like 6% to 18%
Right?
in 2 years. I was like, you guys found out where all the girls are at, huh?
It's a combination of things, man. It's like this is where the girls are at, and
Well,
also my parents
it's a
are
certain kind
losers.
of
Yeah,
girls. Yeah, yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
Not TikTok girls, but actual
That is correct.
girls.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
and look, I understand, and there's a we didn't know what the cycle was going to be, right? Nobody really called that. All things are cyclical, but we didn't know what the cycle was going to be or
I,
which part of the cycle was coming back.
I wouldn't have
I
called it a
didn't call
return
this.
to church. I wouldn't have
No.
called that. We did call political assassination, though. We've called that a couple times on this podcast. The thing about it that didn't occur to me until today was that those guys were probably the most primo target out there. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it just didn't occur to me. But
Yeah, but that's the thing is you also can't hit a bigger target, was they already got the president.
well, I get well, they didn't get him, so but
They got him.
they didn't kill him.
I didn't say that you
Yeah,
had to.
well, I think that's kind of the point. Yeah, I mean,
No, man. Look, if people are taking shots at him, right? That's the thing. Is that's a start of it here. You had the trans shooter incident just a couple of days ago. I mean, this is the
the school one.
yes.
Yeah, there's another school shooting in Denver today, and it barely even made the news because of this shit. So, I know. See, there you go.
Well, and then there was. Did you see the bus stabbing?
The bus,
Oh,
the little girl.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a train. Remember,
Or a train,
that
yeah.
that is public
Sorry.
transport.
It's public transport.
Part of
but
the
I mean,
walkable city plan.
I'm going to tell you about something else that has happened in my car.
What?
That
What?
I never
Yeah.
gonna have a dude stand up and stab me. No,
Oh, what's not going to happen?
never gonna happen to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, man, that one I did not watch that video. I could not stomach that. So
That was a rough watch.
I'm not gonna watch that one. So that guy, at least they got him. So
Yeah, and you know what? I think that dude is actually straight up nuts.
it kind of sounded like it. So it's been like rotated. In fact, that's what I was watching Charlie Kirk talk about last night.
Yeah.
Was that guy had been rotated in and out of the wash machine 14 times? You know, which tells me that like okay, so anything that he did in the past, none of it was enough to actually keep him in the pokey. Okay, for a very long time. But none of it was necessarily enough for them to trigger like that point in time where it's like, all right, dude, you need to go into the place with the padded walls. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess they have a recording of him talking to his sister.
Oh yeah.
And the way he describes it, he's like, I didn't want to do it. It's like, but
Oh, this is after?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And he was like, but the energies of my body did it without me. Like, no, this dude is fucking nuts.
It's about that. Yeah. Okay.
And look, there's an element to this where, look, I will overlook a lot of things where you say like, no, this dude is fucking nuts, right? That happens.
If it's legit, it's legit.
Yes, but if you are fucking nuts, you need to be in the place with people that are fucking nuts.
Yeah. If such place actually exists in North
That's
Carolina.
part of the problem. Yeah, I mean, this is the amazing thing about. This is the fucking weird thing about mental institutions, right? Because people used to talk about these things and say, where have they gone, right? And they famously point to, they'll say like, well, Reagan did away with them.
No, it's one flew over the cuckoo's nest.
Well, that's the thing
California.
Is he did, I mean, he did in some ways do that because the sentiment was, this is evil.
Lobotomizing people was perceived as being evil. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Now, that doesn't mean that everybody was being lobotomized, right? It's not just a factory. It's kind of like,
damn apes, you took his mind.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, you don't just like check it. It's like, what's your problem? It's like, I've got the jitters, right? It's like, okay, well, okay, you know, it's like, go straight in through your nose. It's all right.
Right in through your nose.
Bother you all. No, there were times where they would do this, and there were also certain things where, especially with, there's a history with women's mental health issues that are
sexual abuse. Yeah.
incredibly, yes,
Awful.
yeah. So at the time, it was like, this was the humane thing to do.
Yeah.
And now they turn around and say, like, oh, I can't believe Reagan did this.
That argument don't fly. So
Yeah. So we're sort of at a crossroads with this where, I mean, you're talking to the wrong guy on this one because I know that I have a certain I have a certain version of this where it's like, okay, well, so here are the guys on the street. It's like, yeah, it's like,
mhm.
so you're either criminal or you're insane,
Yep.
and you're going to go to one of two places.
Yep.
And this place will get you drug free, and this place will get you drug free.
Yep.
One of them may hold on to you for a significant period of time.
Yep. Depending on what you do.
Right, depending on your answers to a
Yep.
few serious questions. Right?
Yep.
But I don't know if we can go back to that. I
I
don't
don't
know
know,
if we
man.
can.
I think it's going to be so like here's the problem with policing is it's fundamentally a local issue. Okay, so you
Yeah.
can't turn around and say like, oh, okay, the federal government and fucking Reagan and neocon Bushites gutted this whole
Those,
system,
yeah.
those fuckers, and so it's all their fault. Blah blah. No, no, no. Policing is a local issue. You hire cops locally. You hire judges, magistrates, and fucking prosecutors locally. All right, and then you elect a DA locally who runs based upon how tough they want to be on crime.
Yeah.
And if you get a DA who's like, oh no, we believe in rehab and blah blah blah, you're gonna have problems. Or you can have a talent kind of like ours, where I'm not a huge fan of our DA, but still at the same point in time, I mean, dude, they do a way better job of cleaning up fucking homeless camps here than they do either in
Yeah.
Pueblo or definitely in Denver.
Yeah.
And so you
Yeah.
can just see right off the bat, it's a local issue. And if you have a local community that's willing to back up its own law enforcement, you don't have these problems, man. So, and that's why, I mean, like DC, everybody, I'm like, oh my God, so fucking habeas corpus and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, so
None of that happened.
none of that
None of
actually
that
happened. And then a week later, everybody's kind of like, actually, it's kind of nice. They picked up all the trash.
Pick up all the trap, and again, it's the same. It's the Gretchen Whitmer hiding her face kind of shit, where it's like, hey, look, I can't thank you for this in person, but
Right, yeah.
thank you,
Thank you.
right? And that's the same shit. So this was something where this had to do with the Supreme Court ruling, with um, that district ruling where they were talking about the the Times. They put out this article that basically said, and this was a complete misconstruement of what this was all about. The headline they put out on Twitter was basically like, Supreme Court says it's okay to racially profile, for ICE to racially profile. And the thing is, if you go to the case, it specifically says they can't.
Yeah.
That was actually a quote. Is like, well, you can't do this. You can take it into consideration if it's in conjunction with certain other factors.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that it was presented was, have the green light to racially profile. I'm like, that's a lie.
It is a lie.
That's
man.
a fucking lie.
Dude, the New York Times lies every day. So it's lying itself into irrelevancy. So I mean,
Well, and this
Charlie Kirk is a perfect example of that, man. Fucking people 20 under the age of 25 don't give two fucks what the New York Times has to say.
Well, there you go.
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I was watching the news roll on that today, watching them trying to gyrate around it. And almost immediately try to spin it into a gun issue. It was like, what the fuck? I mean, the guy's like still warm, and you guys are already putting up opinion pieces. Fuck off. You and the Post as well. So they were both doing it today. So
Post's not nearly as bad though. Post is.
I don't even pay attention to it, man. The fact that I was actually on Google News, like refreshing to see, and then all of a sudden it starts popping up with these fucking, opinion pieces, and I was like, it's been 45 minutes, guys.
Well, it's like, have you had this article in the can,
Right,
just waiting for this to happen?
Yeah.
It's
You watch this one through ChatGPT. So
hey man, look, there was nothing more disgusting than basically like when they showed a footage of TMZ when they got the news, and there's
I
a
didn't
crowd
see
in the
that,
background that's cheering.
TMZ?
Yeah,
What is TMZ?
TMZ is that fucking rag that's basically it's usually like celebrity
They had a
reporting.
crowd cheering.
their staff was cheering.
Oh, their staff.
So they got the editor like up front, but the staff in the back, when they hear the news, they're cheering.
What the fuck? Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is.
I hope that's not real.
It's real.
Yeah. Okay.
You would not believe how much fucking grave dancing was going on today on social media. I mean, this
fucking
is
blue sky. Fucking.
oh, that's
I don't give a fuck.
fucking.
I ain't going over there.
No, you can't. I mean, the most humane thing to do is just pour gas on it and patch it. Same goes with Reddit. I mean, this is the
ain't got no gas on it.
I'm sorry, man. This is like if you're talking about the worst human beings on the planet, this is it. Because the whole thing is like y'all don't believe this. You're saying this to one up each other, right? You are saying this to one up each other, but the problem here is amongst you, there are fucking retards that are taking this seriously, right?
Yeah.
I know that most of you are just trying to say, yes, I am so far left. Please give me kudos.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what all of you are doing, except there are true believers in there, and you guys have been fucking egging them on. It's the same thing. Like when I went in there, I was like, how many people referred to what happened today as Charlie Kirk got Luigi'd?
Oh, I'm sure that was all over the place in there.
Right?
So,
this whole fucking stupid shit of like all of the code language, we know.
We don't even know that yet. So we have no idea who it is. I mean,
well, no, it goes to that thing where it's like, we call it that because we're on board with blowing away CEOs.
Oh, no, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. I get what they're doing. I just, I mean, Twitter, quite honestly, after about 3 o'clock this afternoon, it was ungovernable.
It was like, want some butts? I want them now.
Dude, it was like fucking groundhog at the airport, man. Yeah. It's like the fog is too thick. Yeah. We're not gonna take off today, boys.
Right.
So I can't imagine what it was like over on Blue Sky. So, but yeah, and I mean, like, yeah. So the North Carolina thing, though. I mean, hopefully that doesn't get overshadowed by this, but it probably will, in some respects. But I mean, I don't think that's actually going to deter Donald Trump from doing some things. I just don't know if like he can actually do that. Can he actually call out the National Guard on Chicago? I don't know if he can. Okay, so because the National Guard isn't national, it's state. The exception to that is that one place. So yeah, there's one exception to that. And so I don't know, and I don't know if that would actually really help because eventually those guys have to go home. Because you have to understand, National Guard, those guys are guys who have 9-to-5 jobs. So
that's correct.
Yeah,
that is correct. What is it? Every fourth
one
weekend
a month and 2 weeks a year.
Yeah. And, well, the one thing that they have been doing here is that other states have been volunteering their National Guards.
Yeah, but only if
I don't know how that works.
Only if they agree to federalize them, which means that the state is off the hook for the money. So. And I don't know, man. I have no idea what's going on with the money lately because, the economy is weird. Yeah.
Did you see Did you see the phony baloney jobs reporting from 2024?
Yeah. So
that came in about 1 million short.
Yeah. And like, so I can speak to that a little bit. I understand a little bit of why that happens. But that's not a feature that's unique to the last administration. That's kind of baked in the cake. The market knows that, so the guys who watch the shit know that and make trades on it. The political turds on Twitter and Blue Sky and Reddit don't know that much about that stuff, but whatever. That's not the point. The point is that so like prices are still going up in some commodities, but not others. The stock market is going bananas, Jeff. So my fucking IRA is nice and fat and happy at this point in time, thanks to the last 6 months.
Do you just and be fair? Do you feel like there's some kind of house of cards that it's built on? Like, does your gut just say like, this doesn't feel completely real?
Well, I don't know about that, but I definitely think there's some pain coming. So I wouldn't say that it's like going to collapse and oh my God, sand-based and gasoline economy.
No, but
and it certainly wouldn't be as bad as anything 2008.
I was going to say, like, around 2008, did you ever get the sense of, like, something's not right here?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have that same kind of, like,
2008 was an extremely slow moving disaster until it was like really fucking bad.
oh, yeah.
So yeah,
It's like,
because
it was
after Lehman collapsed, it took a couple months for everybody to start fucking panicking. So yeah, it did take a couple months. It took to the end of the summer. So and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, dude, they're all gonna die." There
if I recall, like, when that happened, there was an official, like, narrative that people threw around that had nothing to do with what was actually going on, if I
was a
recall.
lot going on.
Yeah, I seem to recall people were saying, like, oh, those naughty guys. They were such bad businessmen or something like that. Some kind of like completely.
Well, they were finger wagging at that firm,
Yes,
but then it hit
yes.
Countrywide, and then it hit AIG, and then it started spreading towards the reactor. But yeah, the first one was like those guys were so naughty.
Yes,
You
yeah.
know, and
Okay,
then I went to
yeah.
Countrywide, and they're like, "That guy's always been shady." Yeah. So I don't think it'll be anything like that, but I think there is some kind of like thing going on there that nobody really quite knows exactly what it is. My guess is that it's akin to like the 99 to 2000 .com crash,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
see the
yeah.
panic kind of going on in Silicon Valley a little bit. You know, I
Up
mean,
close and personal.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, you know, and now other people are starting to see that in some respects because they're starting to realize exactly what AI does well. And it doesn't generate revenue, it reduces costs.
You know, that's
So there's a whole bunch of guys out there who suddenly realize it's like, wait, what? So,
bro. Again with the people again venture capitalists, where I was
yeah,
like, they kept like I kept hearing things like, she going with her husband and she's like keeps going to these conferences about AI over like the past like 2 years,
yeah,
right? And uh, that was the thing, because there were people that wanted, they're like, hey, I'm a rube from out of town with a whole bunch of money in my pocket and I'm looking to spend it. Like, just tell me how this thing makes some
no
money,
money.
right?
And that's exactly what people were doing in 1998.
And
They were showing up and they were saying, it's got a .com behind it, take my fucking money.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's just like, so you can buy flowers and you don't have to go to the flower shop. We're living in the Jetsons. And yeah, and that's the, so because I kept hearing about this, I kept hearing all these things, these names that would keep popping up because they were doing this shit.
Yeah.
And every time I came back, it was like, did anybody explain how you can make money off this? Like, nope,
Nope.
nope. And because they were waiting, it's like, I've got a wad right here. Just tell me.
Just, yes.
It's the money's on the table.
Money's on the table.
Take it if you can tell me what the plan is. But
Yeah.
you're right. Is once that hit that point, it's like, well, it's not that it's going to pay for itself. I mean, it sort of will.
It's a neat idea.
Right. Like, I want you to think about, like, so AI is like that thing that you got to buy like 15 of, but if you buy it, it pays for yourself after like,
Right, yeah.
and that's what employees are, right? After
Right, yeah.
this is going to cost you money, but after the 16th employee you put out on his ass,
Yeah.
it pays for itself,
Yeah.
right? And I mean, that's something to straight up invest in, because you're like, holy shit,
Yep.
this does make money, sort of, right?
Sort of. It makes money if you already have money. So
Right.
that's the trick.
Correct.
So I think there's a little bit of fallout to go there because, I mean, if you actually just take a look at the sheer amount of money that's been invested in AI
Yeah.
with no immediate revenue stream behind it, or even patent path towards a like a revenue stream, yeah, there's a lot of money that's going to get evaporated out of the system in the next couple of years, and it's going to belong to venture capitalists, and it's going to belong to fucking pension funds that invested in fucking Meta or whatever, so whoever is actually going to actually be on the tail end of the end of the suck on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the rub though. It's not going to be like blue collar workers, and it's and it's not going to be homeowners, okay, and it's not going to be people who are investing in the S&P 500. Maybe people who invested in the Nasdaq, but whatever.
They knew what they were getting.
They knew what they were getting into. And so, it's going to be like the last two major recessions that we've had The COVID one really, really, really hit your servant class.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the 2008 really soaked the middle class. It's been a while since we've soaked the rich. And so I think that's where we're heading on this one, man.
I wouldn't disagree with it. Because I mean the point here is sure, I think there's something Charlie Kirk said where he's kind of like the thing the thing that actually is taking it out of the lower class recession is inflation. I was like, that's a
Yeah, it
good point.
totally is.
Yeah.
Totally is.
Okay.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah, you're
That is
100%
their
right.
market crash. I'm like, yeah, and that has its stems back in COVID. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that and distributing checks to a whole shitload of people who didn't need them. All right, so that happened too. Um,
We are not. I'm going to say it again. We talked about this. We've talked about why it's a forbidden word. We are just not ready for the effects of universal basic income.
it'll never, no.
We're not ready for it.
We can't afford it, Jeff. The country's too fucking big. So people just don't realize that. All right. So, that all the leverage in this country is between the bookends. Okay. So you have very poor people in this country who, yes, live in their cars. You have very rich people in this country who live in fucking space.
Right.
But then you have everybody else who's in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. And the amount of sheer wealth that is concentrated in that absolutely dwarfs either end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was seeing this thing the other day where, like on Money Watch lately, there's been these articles about like melting billionaires down for parts. And even if you melted Zuck down, just Zuck down, everybody would get like $500. Okay.
Less than that, actually.
Well, I mean,
Just him? Yeah.
no, that's just him, and that's just if you gave it to adults in the country.
Oh, adults.
Just
Okay.
adults.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So it was like a little bit less than that. It was like 300 some if it was all adults and children.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Every man, woman, and child, including Zuck himself.
Yeah, he'd get his
Yes.
but if you actually take a look at the amount of billionaires in the country, it is a microcosm of haves and have-nots.
That is correct.
There's like 10 guys
Yeah.
who have like 80% of all the value amongst all those billionaires. And this is not fucking George Soros, and it's not Donald Trump. And okay, maybe it might be A. Walton. Okay, but it's really like 4 or 5 guys that you really know. Okay, it's that Oracle dude.
Yep.
It's that Microsoft dude.
Yep.
It's that guy with the rockets.
Yep.
It's that guy with the Facebook.
That's correct.
Okay, and it's that guy with the Amazon. Okay, and if you melt all them down for parts, great. We get like $2,000 checks.
Once.
One time.
Once.
One time. Yeah.
Yes. And if you melted them all down, I mean, that's the thing is if you went to that class and say, no billionaires here,
Yeah.
it doesn't increase by much.
Well, and on top of that, you don't actually generate any revenue from that beyond that initial fire sale.
Correct.
Because even those guys don't actually pay that many taxes. All right. So because they own shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, they don't actually earn shit. They own shit. Whereas, if you actually take the top 10 percentile of the United States or the top 15, they pay about 40% of all the taxes. So these are guys I'm not quite there, but I probably will be in 5 or 10 years, who in that tax bracket. But for every fucking Zuckerberg out there, there's 900,000 me's. And so we rapidly outpace him, just in terms of absolute, economic weight. And so those are the people that are probably going to take a little bit of a bath in this next one because they've always been chasing the next investment, and I don't think they got in on the raviolis in time.
No, they had friends that were like, "This is a flash in the pan."
This is a flash in the pan.
Yeah, it's like
These are the people with financial advisors, which are the most retarded people on the face of the planet. I'm starting to learn this.
Am I wrong in thinking that financial advisors are basically essentially like one book behind on the management shit that you get in the office?
Yeah.
when you're running Daedalus, and
they're the guys who are teaching the class and are one chapter ahead of you.
Yeah. Right. But they're in the class. They're not actually in the trench.
Yeah.
Right.
They're actually in the class. Yeah.
Because there are trench dudes sitting there putting the clues together, saying
Right.
I don't have enough I haven't like actually seen enough here to accuse Colonel Mustard yet. I know it was his
Right?
ass.
Yeah.
I just need to find one other thing to put it together.
I need $20 so I can walk over to the library.
That is correct, right? But those guys, in the classroom, they ain't even trying to
They
unravel.
even trying.
They're teaching you some classic wisdom. Or what's like, and then look, I have seen the prices of it. Gold is still expensive, right?
Gold is still very
It's going up.
expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I, yeah, but it's a rock. I get it. You know.
it is.
And I don't know.
So there's a few versions of this. Yes, you have the people that say buy gold. It's like, okay, you know what?
Those are
That's
people
fine.
who are already invested in gold. They have
That's
a reason
correct.
for you to buy
And
gold.
and everything that goes along with gold in terms of things like people need to eat, right? You go into those commodity things where it's like, Kellogg's going to do fine because people still need cereal, right? They're going to get down to
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. Then you're going to have the crazies. Then you're going to have the people that are like Funko Pops.
yeah. Beanie Babies. These are 2025 Beanie Babies. Yeah.
There's an Betsy, your daughter knows the other one's like Lulu.
Those Chinese ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little stuffed animals that are
Yeah.
uh, they're like Cabbage Patches now. Where
Yeah.
it's just,
That's the
yeah,
latest and
yeah,
greatest. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, they just did a South Park on that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Look, it pains me to know this, but there are still motherfuckers killing each other for Pokemon cards. I
I
mean,
know.
this is
I know. I've seen the Pawn Stars clips on YouTube.
ain't no joke,
Ain't no
man.
joke, man. Yeah.
Like there are people that are straight up adults fucking going to each other's fucking throats over this shit.
Yeah. No, not good investment advice. Come on, man.
Well, we've joked about this. It's called the white trash stock market for a
It
reason.
is the white trash stock market. You
Yeah.
know, you're always just one step behind, you know.
And I will say this, okay? So there are a couple of things where scalping is if you have an in on this, right? If you were the dude who said like, I have an idea. It's called StubHub. It's like,
Mhm.
how are we going to make money on this? Check this out. When a concert comes and there's 1,500 seats, we buy 800 of them. It's like just 800. It's like more if we can.
Right.
And then we buy them all, and whatever the ticket was, if it was $200, we sell it for 1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, are people going to pay for it? Watch it.
Yes, watch
Right.
this.
And if you were that guy, right? If you were that guy, if you're Mr. StubHub or the other one, there's another one that does the same thing. But these guys, they basically between them, they buy all the tickets to every show,
Yeah.
right? If you get in line, you can win the lottery at the beginning and actually get a concert ticket for like $200,
Yeah.
right? If you don't do that, you then play the StubHub lottery.
Yeah, you play the StubHub
Yeah.
lottery. Yeah. Ticketmaster. Yeah.
Yeah. Ticketmaster is the one that does the overall thing. It's the scalpers that
That's StubHub.
and that's the thing. That's not new. I remember like there were oh my god, there used to be stories of like there would be people standing online to go ahead and buy tickets for a show.
Mhm.
And as soon as the thing opened, a guy would walk toward the front,
Yeah.
right? Past everyone in line, and he'd buy a stack because they were holding this for him, right? And the people would boo his shit, and they're kind of like, boo, get out of here. And the dude would just laugh. He's like, that's fine. I'll be back later to pick these up. They're not selling them to you, right? And yeah, he basically like these are old school scalpers. This is
Yeah.
and that's just what they used to do.
Yeah. I mean, but there's a reason why they're banned on stadium grounds and stuff now.
Now you just do it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
They're still there.
They are. You can still find them. I just noticed the last couple times I've been up to Coors, they get chased away. So they're about a block away now. You know.
Well, the thing about Coors is you can get a seat. Like I don't know why you would scalp at Coors because you're like
they were there, so they were there. I didn't see him at the concert this week, so
yeah.
Of course we got there about 10 minutes before the show started. So who knows?
That's kind of nice though.
But dude, we were able to walk right in too, man.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Well, because you weren't on the floor.
We're not on the floor,
No.
So yeah.
Fuck all that. That's a young man's game.
I could do it if it wasn't a 4-hour show. So
You could do it.
I could do it.
You don't want to do
I
it.
don't want to do it, man. My back hurts enough already.
I know, man. We have crested that point where our injuries are pathetic.
And debilitating.
Like I try, man. I do try to keep myself in shape, but I mean, it's just constantly like fighting one injury after the other. But again, I don't like having injuries where you say like, "What'd you do?" It's like, "Did you like mountain biking?" It's like, "Nah, I ate too much crunchy food."
Yeah. Nah, I slept on my left side rather than my right side. You know?
That's a problem. It's a
It's a
huge problem.
huge problem.
I had to call off work for like
Yeah, exactly. So I was laid up for 4 days.
All right, man.
All right, I'm Pat.
I'm Jeffrey.
Hitting the button.
Yeah.